Hello, I'm Kate Driver, naturopath and the perimenopause practitioner. And today I'd like to share with you the 3 mistakes that I see women over 40 and in perimenopause making quite regularly. I have seen this in my clients over the last 22 years, and this means when these women make these mistakes that they're suffering needlessly, and you don't need to suffer. Perimenopause and menopause can be symptom free, and I'm a naturopath that is dedicated to helping women like you not suffer and get their lives back on track and be symptom free. So, one of the biggest mistakes I see is that so many women don't address their gut microbiome or their gut bacteria and their digestive health. And with a lot of women, it might not be obvious that they might not have any symptoms, and it's not obvious that they've got any issues with their digestive system. But when it comes to metabolizing your hormones, particularly estrogen, then this can have a big influence on your hormones generally, because the bacteria or the microbiome in your gut influence the way your estrogen is metabolized and utilized in the body. So if it's out of balance, which, like I said, it's not obvious for some women, they might not get digestive symptoms, then this can be a problem with your hormones, and particularly things like estrogen dominance. And when women are estrogen dominant, which is really quite common in perimenopause, then you might suffer from things like migraines and headaches, weight gain, an underactive thyroid, cellulite. You might have been having heavier periods or more frequent periods and longer periods, or maybe you've always suffered from fibroids or endometriosis, period pain and heavy periods anyway, fluid retention, PMT, breast tenderness around your period. Or a lot of the time, some women get these symptoms all the time in perimenopause, whether they're menstruating or not. If you're not menstruating, then you can still have estrogen dominance, absolutely. So you might get some of the other symptoms that I've mentioned that don't revolve around menstruating. And yes, this can be an issue when you're not addressing the gut. The liver is also involved, but so many women don't think about addressing their gut and digestive health. Then part of this, which is a second mistake, is that women aren't addressing their eating habits and their diet. And, as we age, our metabolism unfortunately does decrease a little bit. So you need to change it up a little bit and reduce the amount of carbohydrates or simple carbohydrates that you're having in your diet. So it might look like cutting down on things like bread, rice and pasta, and really ditching the sugar. Alcohol and coffee aren't great for you. At least reducing it would make a great start. But some of the things that are high in carbs, like the bread, rice, pasta and cereals and anything sweet, is probably a good start to start reducing, because if you're starting to put on weight and you're putting on belly weight particularly, this is a sign you've got insulin resistance, where your body won't break down the glucose as efficiently as it used to, and you'll store that as body fat rather than using that glucose from your food as energy. And this is a big issue that happens to so many people, including men over the age of 40, and you start getting that midriff body weight. And this can be turned around quite easily. It can also mean that maybe with some people they get tired after meals, and because you're not breaking down that glucose, or you're craving sugar and craving sweets like you never used to, and that can sort of pop up all of a sudden too. So addressing your diet is really important. Reducing the simple carbs and looking at an anti-inflammatory diet is really important. And the third one is stress and how it's affecting your hormones. It's got a huge effect on your hormones, and it's more evident that women go through menopause and perimenopause have the most symptoms are the ones that have higher stress levels. And stress can come in many forms. It doesn't have to be stress with your job, or you're just feeling stressed, or anxious. It can mean that you're busy, or you're not getting enough sleep, or you've got allergies, or some other health issues that you're not addressing, or you are trying to address, but can increase inflammation in the body and can cause you stress because of these issues. And it can be having too much to do. It can be so many things, and even toxin exposure or chemical exposure. For example, if you're using chemicals all the time on your body, and that can be things like makeup and hair dye and personal care products and cleaning products around your house or home, then that can make a big difference to the amount of inflammation and stress on our body. So there's so many stresses, and if this is not addressed, this is going to cause more of a hormone imbalance. And when your body's going through perimenopause and the changes in those that time and in menopause, yes, there's going to be hormonal changes, but there's going to be more of a fluctuation and more of an imbalance and more symptoms if you don't address the stress. So they're the three biggest things that I see. And if you'd like to know more and what to do about it, and really how do you tackle this, look at these issues and say, okay, well, this is what I should be doing, then please join me on my next free live masterclass or workshop. And it's online, and if you can join in live, that would be great. Then you can ask me questions. I'd love to see you there. It's on very soon, and I'll pop the link in below. You can sign up for free, register now. If you cannot join live, then please register anyway, and I'll send you the replay. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I would love you to subscribe to my channel, and you can see my next videos and keep in touch and find out some more tips on staying healthy in perimenopause. I'd love to be able to help you. I'm Kate Driver, naturopath and perimenopause practitioner, and I'll speak to you very soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.